Welcome back, everyone, to Quayzar's Customs. Just pulled this one in. This is story order number 26. Story order number 26. So, this must have been a driver's ed car. So, here we go. My students are complaining that the clutch is very heavy. Another issue is that we had a little incident recently that ended in a close encounter with a curb and a fairly high rate of speed. After the incident, I've noticed something dripping from under the car. Great. I'd like for you to go over the car and fix whatever you find so my young drivers are not afraid of getting behind the wheel of this car. Yeah. Driver's ed cars. They are so abused. So, wow. Yeah, he's missing a fender, front bumper, probably a license plate. Alright, so looking at this status. Yeah, front bumper and fender. So what was this car again? This is the Rino Piccolo. Rino Piccolo. Alright. Well, let's, as always, we'll take care of the first stuff. Easy stuff first. So, front bumper. And the fender, I believe. I believe it needs a license plate too, because I believe there's one that goes on here. We'll see. Yeah, see, there's not even a license plate on there. So a license plate will have to be purchased. Actually, for the story missions, all you have to do is go in, pick a plate, buy it, and just slap it on there. It does not matter in this game if the front and the back plates match. Not at all. So, I mean, if you're particular, you can just match up the plates front and back, but that's okay. Alright, so we've got all the body parts taken care of, and that should have been one of the items missing here. No. Standard tire. Oh, the tires. Okay. Alright, does she run? Always the standard, Ah, come on now. You said... Alright. Come on now. Looking at some of the pieces from up here, looks like the springs are in bad shape. Looks like the intake is in bad shape and the throttle's in bad shape. Spark plugs. Ignition coil, okay. So spark plugs and ignition coil. Let's do a compression check real quick. Learned from the last episode that this is probably going to be a telltale. Everything's good there? Oh yes, beauty. Don't have to tear anything down. Alright, so I'm pretty happy about that. Looking around, transmission, yeah, we know it's pretty bad. I think it said the ABS module was in bad shape. Starter's bad, battery's bad. Okay, well that tells me that's why it didn't start. Alright. And we have at least 3 tires that are in bad shape. Great. So, I think to get at the starter here, go ahead and take that off. What lies underneath the exhaust cover? Ah, the exhaust manifold's not in bad shape. Okay, cool. We'll stick that back on. Okay, so it was all the ignition coils were in bad shape. So what I want to do is at least get it running, get it out on the road, test out the suspension, do the normal. Okay, so starter's bad, battery's bad, ignition's bad. Take the battery out. Fuel filter looks like it's in bad shape. We'll take that out. Yeah, let's see. Throttle, 33%. I don't know about that. I'll go ahead and just yank some of this stuff out of here. 27%. That wasn't in bad shape, but replace it anyway. Let's see what's we got going on down here. This looks pretty bad. That's in bad shape. Belt's in bad shape. Gotta take that off the car. Oops. Wow. Hang on. That's in good shape. Crankshaft is in bad shape. Rollers in bad shape. So we might as well just yank this stuff off while we have it in the shop here. I can do all this without putting it on a lift, so that's a good. Alright, take that off. Okay, so those two pieces look like they're in good shape. I am not worried about that. Crankshaft looks like it's in good shape. Alright, so yeah, let's see if some of these pieces we can repair, and if not, oh, hang on. Let me empty my inventory from all the stuff that I've had before. Should have done this before I started the episode. Got a ton of garbage in here from past jobs. Oh my goodness, a lot more than I thought I had. Okay, so I think I am down to all the stuff I took off, and I don't think there's anything I can repair. Except for maybe the throttle. I can try and repair the throttle. Hey, the manifold and the throttle, I was able to fix those up. Nice. Okay, so brake servo's at 2%. I might as well just grab this stuff off here too. Brake servo's not gonna, that's not gonna be able to get repaired. 38%, yeah, we could probably repair that, and that's 9%. That's not gonna repair. So let's see if we can. Yeah, I didn't think the other piece could be repaired. All right. I yanked the battery out, right? All right, so we need to go here. Let's grab some parts here, shall we? So we need the ABS module. No, we did not, did we? We need the ABS pump. Wasted money. Coils. Need 4 of those. Starter. 1 of those. Spark plugs. Need 4 of those. Let's go with the brakes because I need the brake servo. Thought it was okay. Got that. I'm trying to think. Oh, I needed belt tensioner. Need a belt tensioner. Also need a crankshaft. The I4. Yep, got it for the I4. Get rid of roller. I don't remember which one was which. I think it was 1A, 1B. And belts. Should identify as I4 belts, but just straight up I4. Do we have a straight up I4? I4E, I4D, I4B, I3. Okay, well I guess we have to take a look at what we have in the inventory. This belt A and belt B. Eh, go figure. Alright. So, oops, I thought that was it. Belt A. And belt B. Straight up belt B. Alright, so this might get us running. Hoping so. Repaired that all up, fixed them up a little bit. So back in high school, we did have driver's ed, and you know, it was always like 2 or 3 kids in the car, plus the instructor. You had to go through a class, you know, most of the semester. Then you went out and you did a drive. It was always fun. It was one of my favorite classes anyway. I knew how to drive before I even started the class. Oh, I needed a battery, didn't I? Didn't pick that up. I knew how to drive before I even went to the class. I mean, my dad taught me how to drive, and it's, you know, nowadays, I'm not going to put the starter back on. It looks like that gearbox, there might be something in that gearbox that I need to fix. But yeah, it was a full class, and if you know, I don't even think we got a discount if we took the class back then. And both my sons this time around, we had to, they had to go through, you know, so many hours with you, and then had to take a class, go driving with an instructor, and it just seems like it's all changed. Let me get a battery real quick. All right. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Alright, so that, I think that's, don't have a starter in it. Well, I might as well put the starter in because I'm going to have to take it out for a drive. Alright, let's see here. I think we are good. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to have to take all that off. Tires in a bad shape. Wheels are looking like they're in bad shape. Find a lot. No. Well, we got a few things there. A lot of parts not discovered. That kind of scares me a little bit. I'm wondering if we should have taken that head cover off and taken a peek inside there. After I've done all that already. Yeah. Guess what? I bet you I should have. Alright. Oh, this still doesn't start. What the heck? Okay. Let's go ahead and move you over to the left. Because I am seeing some bad stuff here. Let me see. See the list. It doesn't have anything. Radiator, fan, and housing. Really? Alright, well, I'll take care of that real quick. Radiator, fan, and just the radiator fan. Housing and the fan, okay. Alright, so that's installed. Air filter, looks like it's in bad shape. Go ahead and pull it out. Oops. It didn't prevent it from starting, so I'm gonna have to go back and take a look at the fuel pump back there. Oh, you know what? I think I may have taken the fuel filter off and I haven't put it back on. Did I? Yeah, I did. It's sitting over there. Alright. Silly me. Alright, we get these clips on. Alright. Yeah, I saw back there it looked like the fuel pump was in good shape, so we should be good to go there. Slap a fuel filter on here, maybe she'll start. There she is, right there. Alright. Yeah, I need to move it back over there. La-da-da, okay. Oof. Watching where I'm walking. I don't want to get in the back seat. There we go. Alright. I am happy with that. Okay. So, take it out for a run. Standard operating procedure. Take it out for the test drive into the test path, and I will be right back. Alright, so we are back from testing out the suspension, and As you can tell, we've got a lot of pieces we've identified and several that are not identified, like always. So let's just get to it here. I'm going to take a look underneath. I mean, yeah, front rim looks horrible, horrible, horrible. Let me get my inspection gear out. Tires in bad shape. Muffler's in good shape. Cross member is in decent shape. I have a few pieces back here that need to be replaced. Oh, I was not expecting that. Wow, okay. Rear hub's in good shape. So spring and that hub. Okay, over here on this side, maybe we take a little peek over here. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Looks like the rear bushings are bad back here. Yeah, front bushings are in good shape. What about the bushings? Yeah, we're good. Can't really tell. Yeah, the brakes are in decent shape, but the rim is not. Exhaust pipe, decent. Alright, so this is about this piece of the exhaust pipe. Middle muffler's in good shape. Okay, so I'm thinking this isn't going to be too shabby, but the tires need to be replaced. Tell you what, let me clean up my inventory once again. Get rid of all this garbage. There we go. Still haven't been able to get out there and get to a map yet. So go to a barn and clean that up so I can put that away. And you know what else I have not done? Oh, you know what? This cap looks bad too. Alright, so I gotta get all this stuff off to get at that axle piece. So was that piece wasn't bad, right? Yeah, no. Gotta tear it all down on the other side. So spring. And I've got to take this off to get at that. Alright. Take this off. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. I've got to take a lot of pieces off just to... Bearings are in good shape, so... I've got to take all this garbage off. Well, I need one of those. So that can be replaced. That's... How far do I've got to tear that whole unit down. Wow. Alright. And I've got to replace these back bushings, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, it's these back bushings. Alright. I've got to take the shock absorber off. Arbor bushing out. The problem now is going to be, now that I've taken these things out, I don't know which one goes where. So if you have one, say that's at, we'll say one's at 50%, right? You take it off, and you have another one you take off, and it's 77%. Well, what happens is you go to put the 50% on back where the 77% one was, and it tells you you've got issues. So let's see, are we all good here? I think I've pulled everything out that I need. Alright, let's go back to the tire. Yeah, this is in bad shape. This just needs to be, tear this down. That tire wasn't in bad shape. I'm just going to end up replacing them anyway. Okay, so for brakes, what do we have here? Let's see if I can repair these pieces so I can just put everything in at 100%. What do you think about that? Oh, maybe I might be able to. Oh, look at this. I'm on a roll. Oh my gosh, I was able to repair all those pieces. Can you believe that? Yeah, see, some pieces you're not going to be able to replace or repair. So, I am going to... Oh, both the rims got fixed. That's cool. Alright, so I need a standard tire, 175. 175, 65, 14, right? Standard tire, 2, 14. Got things sinking in my head. 175, 65. 175, 65. Tall tires. 14. Give me 2, please. Standard, yes. So we'll mount those up, and as we're mounting them up, we'll take a look at our brakes. We'll need a couple of discs and pads. Whoa! What the heck? $135? How the heck did I do that? Oh wow. What did I do? 165, right? Man, that's a funky looking tire. He's running on rubber bands. Okay. So I screwed that up. 135. 20? How did I get a 20? Oh man, I'm gonna have to review this all over again. Make sure I got that right. That does not look right to me. Standard tire. 2. 14. 175. 65. Crazy. Okay. What? Okay, this is kind of screwy. 175, 65, 14, right? 175, 65, 14. Rims are 14-inch. $175, 65. It's what came off it, right? So these are horrible. They're off. These should work. Okay. Oh, maybe I know what I'm doing. I needed to install, not uninstall. I'm a dork. All right. Yep. Go ahead and fix that up. Jeez. All right. Let's get back to business here. Let's get to some of these brakes. I need a couple a couple of discs here, and we'll hook up with a couple of pads. Yeah, I'm such a dork. There for a minute, I thought something was really screwy with this story order. Alright, so brakes. Dump that, dump that. Sell that for the suspension. I'm going to need at least one shock absorber A. Let's see, rear shock absorber A. Need one of those. A couple D's. A couple of D's. Thinking I'm needing at least, I think 8 of those and at least 2 of the smalls. See in a minute here. Alright, suspension. Alright, so I've got that. Everything's good there. I need a sway bar A. Rubber bushing 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Small bushing, I need 4 of those, and I only have 2. Now that I got my tire situation fixed up. Let's see. Need some caps, small bushings, and I'll get a couple of those links just in case. So I need 2 more of these guys. Oh, come on. There we go. One of these guys. I'm going to just go ahead and purchase a couple sets of those. A couple of those. I'm going to stick with the bearings, even though they're 77%. They should be okay. And where's sway bar A? Alright. We should be golden here. Alright, so put new springs on. Shock absorber cap. Bushing. Sway bar. Link. Yeah, these driver's ed students really messed this car up. They call it a small mishap. Huh. Nope. No, also in driver's ed, they used to teach you, emergency procedures and what to do in case you lost brakes. I mean, back then you had an emergency brake and you could keep it set up. I don't know how you would do it with cars with the electronic emergency brake these days. They teach you to downshift as much as possible. Use the emergency brake to do your braking. I'm so happy these pieces got fixed, right? Oh yeah, I'm just ecstatic. Alright, yeah, I think I've got enough bushings. Everything's going to be going together just nice. I was beginning to wonder if I put the right shock in, but yeah, I didn't take the other one out, so I should be good. We did do a lot of parts back here, but I don't know if it was... I know I've got some issues up front. And there's at least transmission issues up front. There's a couple of the front drive axles are in bad shape. Those need to be replaced. I thought I saw something in there that needs to be fixed. Got everything there. Oh, there it is. Alright. Taken care of, taken care of. Man, we got so lucky with the repair of those, you know it? Bearing. So happy. So it saved me some money from... I spent a little bit to put a new rim on the back of this, so... Alright, I think I am good. Let me check my inventory to see if I got anything. Yep, that was bad. These 2 items were bad. I bought more rubber bushings than needed, but I'll keep those because I may need them up front. Alright, so a quick check of the list. Yeah, we still have a lot of... Man, it's scattered all over the place. Alright. Let's tear this down. That looks like it's in horrible shape. Oh, look at the oil pan. Oil pan looks like it's in bad shape. That needs to come out. Okay, so... Yeah, that oil pan is in bad shape. Let's take care of some of this stuff here. Some new brake pads, fix up the rotors. I believe the shocks were in bad shape too, so we'll take those out. Yeah. Alright, so let's see here. I may have to take that off. Alright, I'm looking at that. Let's see. Alright. So all 4 of the bushings up here are in bad shape, so let's get rid of those. I am thinking Gotta get rid of that. That's in bad shape. Okay, let's swing over here. These bushings were bad. Yeah, so alright, so this is, I'm gonna try this. I've not done this, so I'm gonna take these pieces apart and see if I can repair them. I don't think I can repair the cap and the spring, but maybe I can repair the shock itself. The shock's at 77%, so let's see if I can just get that. And while that's happening, yeah, this is in bad shape. We'll go ahead and get that taken care of. Alright. You know, these are probably the same size tire. Yeah, you know, I should have just bought all 4 tires, since I had issues the last time around. Alright. So let's get to the repair table and see what we can repair here. That didn't sound good. That didn't sound good. I'm not going to have as much luck as I did the last time, so yeah, that kind of sucks. So you know, I'm looking at that. I think I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take the steering rack out because it looks like it's in bad shape. If it's not, that's fine. Steering rack's at 26%. It was close. Let's see if I can repair it. Hey. Alright, good deal. So let's go ahead and stick that back in. Kind of happy about that. The inner and outer tie rods were in decent shape, so I'm not really worried about those. Alright. Okay, so what do we have in our inventory? Oh, let me grab these tires. I think I need at least one rim. Ooh, I need both. So rim classic 2s. Let's go ahead and set them back here. Couple of rims. So rim classic 2s. So I need 2 of those, 14-inch, please. Thank you. 2 standard tires. 14. 175. 65. Don't know how I remember that because it's beat into my head. Alright. So let's hook those up. Going to need suspension. Oh, I need at least 2 of these caps, 2 of these springs that I know of. Brakes, I'm just going to place both those. Tires good to go. Slap that around. What do I got here? Brakes. Ooh, I got a caliper's bad. Let's see that happening. Yeah, I guess I did though. So let's hook up with a caliper. There we go. Make sure I've got all my brake parts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so I need a drive axle C and a front drive shaft. Front drive axle C. And need the front drive shaft, at least. Alright. Suspension pieces. Got that. Well, I didn't repair. So that is kind of a bummer. Don't need the tires. Front links are in good shape. 4 rubber bushings, front sway bar. And you know what? I may want to just go ahead and Yeah. Let me go ahead and replace those. Not sure if I really needed to. Man, I'd hate to put it all back together and know that it's an issue. So get you all back together. What else did I need? Nope. I want to put together and not take apart. So obviously, if those pieces are bad, I don't even know why you can take them apart then. If you can't repair the pieces, I thought for sure you could repair them. All right. While I'm underneath here, before I do anything, let's move this over. Drain the oil. All right. Now, oil pan is leaking. Let me yank this oil pan off. Engine looks like it's in good shape. Yeah. Take the oil filter off. So, oops, I'm gonna go to the shop. Ooh, oil. Oh, that's nice. Oil. Oil filter for the i4. And I need an oil pan for the i4. There we go. You'll be happy about this. Tell your students to get on some driving simulators before you go getting behind the wheel, dang it. Tearing up this car. Alright, front drive shaft isn't... Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Before I do that, boys and girls, before I get too far, I gotta pull that transmission out. To do that, I've got to take the starter off in here. Oops. Alright. Starter's been pulled out. Transmission out and see what we got here. Said the clutch was thick too, and that's 36%, so we'll replace all these pieces in here. I'll try to repair them first and see if oh, the clutch plate's not in bad shape. Yeah. Flywheel. Alright. Anything I could fix? Oh, I fixed the oil pan. Yeah, I should have tried to fix the oil pan. Cost me a lot less. Okay, so I don't need the clutch, but I need everything else. I don't need the clutch plate, but I need the pressure plate, the throwout bearing, and the flywheel. Where am I? Oh, here I am. There we go. Get a little bit closer to see what I'm doing. Now that I've repaired these pieces, this gearbox in place. Yeah, I'll be interested to see what's happening here. Shock on. Did I grab the other? Yeah, I got the other shock, so. Sway. Oh, wait a minute. I did not get a sway bar. Alright. Silly me. What sway bar was it? Just says front sway bar. Suspension. Front sway bar. Yeah, I have yet to take my point over there on the work, my toolbox, so take a look at that here in a minute. See what I have here. Okay, let's get these bushings in before I forget. Make a fool of myself. Thinking this is looking like it's in pretty good shape. Spin over to the other side. Oh, wait a minute. Did I take a look at that bearing on the inside? Okay, bearing was... I don't know about the other bearing. Hoping it was okay. Watch me put this all back together and go, oh no, it was the bearing on the other side. I want to kick myself. Okay, bushing down here. Get that bushing back there. Nope. I need another bushing. Thought I had enough. You know, it's a good thing I have a supply of stuff here at the shop, because I think the delivery guy would be really highly ticked off at me for running back and forth all the time. Okay, so that's all done, I believe. Let's see, let's lower this down. I gotta put the starter back in it. Starter back in. Okay, so let's take a look at the list here. Oh my goodness, tell me I have got it all. Oh man, two parts not discovered. What the heck? Okay. So, what did I not discover? So everything is in good shape here. I didn't look at the knuckles. They didn't look bad. Two pieces. Yay. So, let's see, what could it be? Oh, okay, so now we gotta figure this piece out. Part not discovered. So it might be in the engine compartment, but I don't know. Exhaust section's good. Got good green bearings. Knuckles good. All that stuff in there is good. I mean, and what could it be? Let's jump back here. Was there anything back here I had not looked at? You know, I'm going to have to think it's in the engine. We've repaired everything that we think we should have. And I put in a new air filter in that, right? Yeah. Wow. So let's see here. Do a quick look. Just take a quick look in here and see what we got. This will tell me. Uh-oh. Look at that. jeez. Alright, you would not have thought that. Let's get in here. Yep, that's bad. Belt's bad. So, that's our culprit right there. Alright. Figured it was going to be in the engine compartment, so let's run this. Let's quickly take this apart. This is... Well, this isn't going to be too bad. I think. I don't need to take that off. I can take that off. Take the roller off. I believe. Then, nope, I gotta take that off. Okay, can I take it off now? Yeah. Alright, so we need to take the belt off. The cam gear off. Alright, so just a regular cam gear it looks like. And just a regular timing belt. So cam gears cannot be repaired. So we'll get a typical cam gear. And then just a regular timing belt. This one. So not too entirely bad. At least we weren't going for a whole duck hunt on this. I know there's been times that you kind of bang your head against the wall. It's like, what did I do wrong? And while I had part of this engine torn apart anyway, I should have just went ahead and inspected it. So let that be a lesson to everybody. It's all good. Just makes the episode run just a little bit longer. Keep you around. Keep me company. Alright, so this is going together well. Alright. Put our ignition coils back in. And I believe now we are golden. Run through here. We've got it all. Now I don't have any oil in it yet, so I gotta put oil in it. Just remember that. La 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 la. Alright. This driver's ed teacher will be ecstatic that his vehicle is ready to go. And voila. A little nice chunk of change out of that. Alright. That'll be it for episode, or for story order 26. As you can tell, I am probably, oh look at that, I am 34 points away from the next level. So I've got to do a little bit of a grind, and I will see you next time on Quayzar's Customs. This is Hurst Quayzar, and I am out.